They won't let you go, set you free, or send you home. Wait, please say you know what you need is what you owed, and they won't let you go, set you free, send you home.
I was close enough to smell the fire. Jesus took the wheel and then he kicked me off the ride. I was busy shouting at myself from in the crowd, about to throw down and drag myself outside. I had to give myself the business. When I show myself forgiveness, it goes right between the eyes. Was looking past my shoulder, never focused on the prize. I stalked myself through burning sand the better part of 40 nights. I found myself staring in the mirror, yelling, go into the light. Cause I was in the rear view, staring at the highway, horrified. I was in the road ahead, arms wide, ready to be mummified. Gonna be the fella yelling how he's sick of always betting on his life. I'll also be the guy that brought the dice. Half a dozen chambers and I keep an empty 5. Only needed one to break the ice. Only needed one to clear my mind. Only needed one to stop time.
Wait, please say you know what you need is what you owed, and they won't let you go, set you free, send you home.
That brought the dice.
Maybe that's how it goes. We won't open our eyes, so we're the last ones to know. We're the last ones alive, kept our enemies close. Wondered why we don't thrive while we're grasping at ghosts, counting backwards from 5, counting backwards from 5, counting backwards from 5.
Count back from 5. The theater on fire, the cast on strike. The studio stock starts taking a dive. The contracts tossed and they're gone with the tide. And the heads and execs, their hands are tied. We can't pump this dreck and treat you right. But what do you expect from the industry type who survive by the leeching of bodies and minds? From those who original thoughts never seem to find. So they're gonna reboot Alf before your wages rise. And it gives cause to pause and reflect on the times. If they're losing control of their fools and their mimes, when all those obedient actors who grew their careers by averting their eyes are now holding the line, along with the authors of countless scripts that strengthen the hand of that corporate grip, squeezing our throats till we take the pen and we accept and consent to the corporate drip, till you're all up to date on your pharma du jour, till you got a healthy support for the war on your lips. And now you know that the advertisers need more than a rerun summer full of flashback clips. Enter the scans from the year before, all the days of de-aging and mapping the face, and the hours of actors recording their voices are links in the chains that will bind them in place. Now all of those shows are so easy to make. When they got a drone they control that needs no brake, it can bend, it can break, and it's cheaply replaced enough up-to-date films all in one take. And those studios bank on us doing our duty, unhinging our jaws and digesting the fakes, because they know that we'll love how synthetic it tastes. Watch as they edit your features without any trace. Not that there's anything you could do anyway. Now watch as they show you a movie you saying shit you would never say. Dystopia boldly accelerates. Maybe you're only a mold, something to fill with a clone, something that Elon would celebrate. Something they own, something they program and code, something that's woefully able to know it's exanimate. 'Cause it doesn't feel touch over top of the laminate. You will not feel an emotion, but they will not scan and examine it. You and the other consumer contaminants fed on the federal diet of Kiev, Havana, and Tiananmen. I can't be the only one weighing the pros of abandonment. I can't be the only one weighing the pros of abandonment.
Where did you think we'd go? Love, there's nowhere to lie. Guess it's not who you know, more it's what you can hide. Like we're chained to the floor, they're streaming us live while we're watching the war, counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards. You can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? Now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. Why play civil when all these dead won't make you listen?
What's more American than slaying your oppressors? What's more American than liberty or death first?
Who are these people? Oh, are we doing it? Did we do it? Are we? Oh.
Is it it? Hi, everybody!
Ah, there he is. Hi, everybody.
I'm calling it. We did it. We got it. We're in.
We're live. Okay.
I'm in.
Yeah, well, you guys saw a little behind the scenes. That was a lot of space. Sorry, Max. Sorry, everyone, for showing my screens there. I was trying to figure out how I could get Jesse to see through StreamYard, and I don't remember how to even do that at this point. I think maybe turning on my cat. No, that didn't do it. Okay. Anyway, he'll have to figure it out through another way. This is American Tradition on INN. Hi, everyone. We got people here. We're live on all these different places. Everyone. I'm Indy, and that's Jesse, for all those who don't know her. That's Jesse, and I'm Indy. It is. And it's Thursday night, because we're here. And it's the last Thursday of the month.
It must be.
I think. Well, no. The last Thursday of the month is going to be Thanksgiving, but we're not going to do a show on Thanksgiving, so we're here.
Mm-hmm. No.
So
here we are.
Your concept and theme and idea for tonight, sir, is the 4th birthday for one of your albums. Yeah,
DistroKid was
kind enough to remind me that it was 4 years ago last week. I got an email that was like, hey, happy anniversary to the coming of spring. I was like, Jesus, has it been that long? And yeah, that was my first spoken word album. Yeah, it obviously it had its redo with Perennial Edition, but for the initial project and that time period, to think that that's all been 4 years is just mind blowing.
And Perennial's even having its own 2-year anniversary.
I know. And Fox's birthday is tomorrow, and it was not lost on me that another 4 years from now he will officially be a teenager. So
oh my God,
that hurts.
Yeah, I'll have 2 of them in my house at that point. So I feel that.
Oh man.
We're already starting to feel like we have teenagers right now.
That's saying thoughts and prayers.
They're much needed and appreciated. Thank you.
Time.
What's up, Stro? It's Stro hour.
He's like, God, it's been long enough, huh?
Like, dude, come on. For those who don't know, Jesse's cat, Fidel Cat Stro, is a regular and likes to make himself seen and heard and known.
That he does.
Cynic, what's up, Cynic? We haven't seen you like in a month.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. We've seen you since then, but very rarely, and it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, and hope everyone is doing well. And again, we're going to do some spoken word tonight, and the idea is to basically go through it piece by song.
We're just going to start.
Just go, and
yep, I'm just gonna get in there.
And we got a long a long set list here, because there are 15, 16, 17 pieces.
15. Oh yeah, well on Perennial
original.
there's 17. We're just doing the original, so 15 pieces, but it clocks in around an hour. So
right.
We're
the one I'm most interested, honestly, to hear you do is Conviction, Winter in Belmarsh, because it hits different now a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I know. I feel like you almost need to do the win right after that.
Right?
Ah, Stro, you trouble.
He's just begging for some loving right now, and
I know.
So wherever you are, share the stream. I think this is an updated slide. It is, yes. Okay, the Wall of Fame is updated. We've got some space for some new contributors because we had so many. I had to tighten up space. Thank you to everyone that has supported independent media. Again, Bilal Ahmad, that was the guy who contributed earlier this month. We got Christopher Anthony the other night, Ralph Mejia, and last night there were a couple of people that stepped up and hooked us up during INN News, and every bit of it helps. It really does. Again, we've got the big Restream bill coming at the end of next month. And right now we have enough in the account to cover it. So thank you to everyone who's helped us get there. And we also helped Angel. There's the Stro Cam. We helped Angel get his new laptop. I think he's now using that. So glad to see that. And check out Angel in the afternoon tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. And yeah, Cash App, $$ Indie News Network. For more Cat App. No, not Cat App. Cash App. Co-fee.com. You see that going across the bottom. Co-fee.com/Indie News Network. And then we've got IndieNewsNow.com is the website that I set up and is now the name of the show, Indie News Now Live, that I'm doing on Tuesday nights. No more How Do We Miss That. Dude.
Hi.
Are you human? Is that thing human?
Right. Hey, Stro. What are you doing over there? Huh? What are you doing?
It's Cat TV. I'm gonna stop talking and just let you watch Stro now. Oh, bye. No more Stro.
Okay, and we're back.
And we're back. Okay. So
you can tell he missed it. That's adorable.
And he doesn't even hear me or see the stream. So that's good.
No.
Yes.
He just knows.
Yes, that was Kitty. That was very much Kitty.
our viewing numbers spike.
Well, hey, YouTube knows what the people like to see.
Yep.
And usually it's not me screaming about Israel. Let's tell you, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Israel, by the way. just
True.
so we get that out of the way.
If there's one thing you take away from this show tonight.
100%. I also have an article that I'm working on. I don't know when I'm going to publish it. It's pretty much ready. It's just like I have a couple things, and I'm looking for like a gap when I don't have anything to put out that day. But it's kind of a lament, like, what happened to all the labor reporting out there? Like, and that's not to really shit on everybody, but I kind of shit on everybody in a way. And I literally name names and go through outlets and people who, these people do this, but at the same time, it's like, nah, it's all basically Democratic Party simping. And not really holding labor leaders to an account. And. Yeah. So that's going to be coming up in the next couple of days. And then boats, of course, will be moved to 11 o'clock. We started boats earlier. I don't know if that's early enough for you to ever join us. 11 Eastern is still pretty late, I know. But we only go for like an hour. Hour 10.
What night?
Sunday nights. So that's me and Reef.
Yeah, I can swing a boat. Yeah.
We just watch bleachy, funny, silly, goofy shit. There's a whole Weed Zone thing and explosions, and it's basically him showing me TikTok videos and Reddit shit that he's curated over time. A lot of kitty videos and a lot of funny pet stuff. Yeah. So that's Sunday nights at 11. All right. So
nice.
I don't know how you want to dive into perennial, but coming of spring and set this up, or this collection of pieces. Like, where was your head? Oof. So you wrote this during lockdown or after lockdown? Right? This is 2021?
This was after, yeah. So this one piece on here was the very beginning of lockdown. And then the rest kind of came along right after the virus. Like, I started writing some pieces that I knew weren't going to be songs and didn't want them to be songs. And after a while, it was like, I need to do something with this. I had enough. And I was like, actually, I have 15 exactly. I'm like, that's a good amount for an album. And around that time, I was trying to do sci-fi. I was trying to do dystopia, and it's so hard to do that because we're already there. It didn't feel like there was anything I could conceive of when I tried to do, Black Mirror kind of thinking that wasn't already like in production, or I felt like wasn't already in, like a Boston Dynamics R&D room somewhere. And that, maybe that's the takeaway, I guess, is that whatever your worst possible imaginative scenario is, like, they can do that, or they're already trying to do that, or someone's already thought of that, or how they can monetize that or weaponize it, whatever, it's hard to fathom beyond the actual kind of evil that there is in the world already. So I just kind of rolled with it. I was like, okay, let's picture that near future where Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk have their way and get to, like, what would that look like? Which again is kind of what we're
pretty much like
living
now.
in. And it was creepy even when I did Perennial Edition, when it hit its 1 year. And I was like, let's look at some of these again. And there were a couple lines I was like, oh, holy shit, that happened, or that already happened, And again, this was me trying to imagine a worst case scenario, and a lot of that has already happened. we're already in a lot of my worst case scenario from a few years ago.
Well, the only thing that didn't happen was that Harris didn't end up becoming president. Thank God. But I think you predicted that Trump
somewhere
was
on here
gonna
I
win.
said that Trump,
was going to beat Harris, and sure enough, it pretty much played out exactly that way. That might even been on this piece somewhere.
Because I know it's I know it was on well, How Could You, Susan? Lest we forget. You can thank her when he wins in 24. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in here. And we'll see. I don't want to rush through the pieces, so I would like to. I'd like to take our time, and if we only get halfway through the album tonight, then we'll come back and knock out the other half next time.
Yep.
But it's I have not come back to most of these since I did Perennial Edition probably. So it's interesting for me, and I'm sure we'll have a couple of those new, like, oh shit moments,
like
where it's like it happened.
You mentioned something, and
it did the thing, like
Nostra Jesse.
Yep. Roll credits.
All right. I have everything
All right.
ready, and I can mute, and we can start with New World Anthem, right?
So because this was the album that came right after Inauguration Gift, I did want the first lines of this to be the closeout lines from the last album, which are the repeated chants from Lockheed Martin OnlyFans, which I listened to the other day. That's still one of my favorite production things I've ever kind of taken a leap on, is the summoning chant at the end of that song and the vocal build on that. I really love how that turned out. But yeah, that repeats. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in 08 and one was condemned in 16, which was interesting. I've had an awful lot of people ask me about that lyric, which I didn't feel like it maybe needed more explanation than anything else necessarily. But the foreclosed in 08 being us getting Obama, and the condemned in 16 being us getting Trump.
See, I saw it,
and maybe it's because people can't hold those two things being bad at one time in their brain.
Well, it's also I remember I specifically in our very first episode asked you about, was that you? Was that what? Because you played Lockheed Martin OnlyFans. It might have been the only time during the entire freaking show that you did. Maybe one or two others.
Yeah.
But and you were like, no, that was just a metaphor. But I think of it as for the housing crisis, and then for the end of what we consider to be normal decorum in politics. Because I think that really, 2016 really was the end of the previous, kind of statesman in politics, where Trump just fucking took a wrecking ball to all of that and was like, he didn't give a crap. That was kind of where housing crisis also, because it took all the way back to get to 16, but then you saw another crisis happening as Obama was leaving, and that they never fixed up the ones from 08. So it was condemned in 16 because the Republicans, quote unquote, were obstructionists so much against Obama for 8 years that it took something that was foreclosed and forced it to be condemned. And that was when I was thinking binary blue versus red versus now red pilled, where thought I knew the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry, and it just it all tied together so nicely, really. So Kitty Love. All right.
All right.
Here's your lyrics.
So this is New World Anthem. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in 08, and one was condemned in 16. And one day soon, when it's all torn down and the New World Anthem erupts from the ground in the choir of terrible sounds coming out of the studio audience trapped in the rubble beneath, we'll see that theirs is a river that runs through the streets. That theirs is a river that ought to have brought us all up to our feet and off of our knees.
But who'd have imagined the sound of it flowing would hit your ears like a peaceful creek and just ease you to peaceful sleep? So that you don't see that the news you read is just parroting a narrative, a new world American imperative, that you believe whatever the police believe, that you speak less English and more in the vein of a CIA press release. If the rest is dissent, then the rest will cease. And I wish I could put you to rest and say, honey, it's all been a dream. But this was a test, and the lesson was the better learned less within the breach than the observance. If the rest is dissent, it will no doubt be met by a heavy military service. So starts the war between ruling class fascists and their wage-starved servants. That's my time. Here's a tape marked urgent you can take back to the surface. Now, go and tell our masters it's time for them to someday decide you're worth it. And actually, you foot the bill. They'll pay you back. They swear they will. I mean, do you recall a time the U.S. government had lied or changed their minds regarding something crucial like a treaty or a reimbursement? You really think this country can't afford a decent plastic surgeon? But urge you right along so you can't spot a single flaw in all the newest versions? Our leaders wash their image and their money in the same detergent and bathe in all our data like the blood of virgins. And over the horizon howls a horrifying giant who once performed the rites of merging Sprint and Virgin, and who heralds now the sacrifice of Sprint to feed Verizon. It's always open season in the corporate sense, and we're the severed heads that will adorn the fence around the mandatory fair where we will be concurrently the ones who buy the tickets to the circus and the useless prizes. Torture wears such fair disguises. And that is New World Anthem.
That's New World
With
Anthem.
cat claws firmly hooked in my left cheek.
Dude.
Like, Cat's down here making biscuits. He's stretched out and reached for me, and
Oh, we just lost camera.
Well, that's not good.
Did you turn it off? Okay.
No, I didn't. I just moved it.
Oh, ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Dun
What
dun
did
dun dun.
StreamYard do? You know, we also lost the stream for about a second, and then it came back.
I'm going to make Sigurd of Catalina noises for a moment.
Okay, well, let's go back to this screen while we're trying to figure it out. Hey, that's our Wall of Fame. And yes, you said Descent like 4 times, and I saw Descent in Bloom is there, so good to see you there. And I see you got to get up in the morning, and congrats on the new job that she just got and getting into the program that she's going to start school soon. So, and she's up on that Wall of Fame, so thank you for, again, supporting independent media, for writing the articles that she's writing. And we got her back. Okay.
We're back.
All right. See?
It's Brittany, bitch.
We're doing it. All right. Now the next one, well, is going to be... now we're coming up on a couple of my favorites. And it's funny because...
Unhook from me, good sir.
I was going through and looking at this, and I'm like, you know, I don't think that...
Autopilot.
But I don't know if I've ever heard you do Life Like Decay or Open Heart or Less Than Understanding. I don't think I've ever heard any of those 3.
Yeah.
All the other ones I think
strap
I
in,
have.
buddy.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get to it tonight, but...
Oh, must you?
Dude.
Must you, bro?
Making the case for declawing is what you're doing.
He's so cute. I wish I could move the camera so you could see it right now, but man.
Get your claws out
so
my
funny.
ass. There's never a word that you wanted to say.
Max! Man. Why are you doing this to me? Oh my god. Dude.
It's like a test. Can he
Oh, it really is.
while being tortured?
Oof. Okay, thank you. I think you got the hint. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, you got to frig off for a little while, I swear to God. Okay.
What's up, Lady Alex? How are you?
Whew.
Okay, yeah. So we got Autopilot, Liberals Lament, and then Hyacinth right after that. What more do you have to give? What more do you have to give?
Oh, I'm excited to do these. Okay,
wait.
yeah, this has been a hot second.
Right?
All right.
All right.
Autopilot, the liberals' lament.
Now this might just be the last song before I'm silent. Kamikaze autopilot. An awful lot of hate in my heart and a propensity for kindness. Adrift in an ocean of centrists and all of the rest of the otherwise eyeless. And I know the instinct to lower one's gaze in the hope of escape is ancestral and timeless. But you need to know that the binds that detain us in no way define us. May everywhere you lay your feet be the battleground. Anywhere you keep the fight in your heart, honey, that's where the fight is. The force of our will is worth more than their might is. And the cold touch of steel is worth more than the touch of the Midas. And they can dig canyons or craters or gulfs, but they cannot divide us. We are the poor and the huddled, forever denied until forced into violence. But quell your excitement. That dark mass of clouds, seen amassing for war on your placid horizon, are born of the toxins of white men, who see themselves more as the gods moving mountains and speaking in lightning than actual human devices. Manifest destiny, narcissist energy, war pigs in crisis. And endlessly, each will keep funding their own little personal ISIS. Each will keep feeding delusions of grandeur and masculine righteousness. Each will pour gas on our hopes and then strike up the match of divisiveness. Broadcast it right in our homes and our phones, and the service is free, 'cause for them to see all of the poison take hold is elite-level pricelessness. Timeless as oligarchs feeding you mindlessness. So write this as one of those times that I suddenly wished I was sightless, as I listen lifeless to liberals praising our brightest defenders of Western invasion. Praising the people defending a flag that has flown over craters of peaceful and sovereign nations bombed off the face of creation. And all to spread something that we call democracy, mockingly probably. Honestly, we come to starve out your colonies, clear out your properties, claim your resources, and set up a government covered in puppet string. Tied to our global agenda and ripe for the summoning. This is how we keep policing the desperate, knowing we foster their suffering. This is the mark of the beast of America. Pull yourself out of the gutter by only the straps of your debt, sharpen your hustle, and build you some character. Break down your body to enter the lottery. Set your sights right on the luxe, comfy life of a senator, something that's really worth coveting. Because down in the streets, it's a storefront morgue. I stayed till the gore was a medal of valor, and all of the war crimes were human and humbling. I stayed until I was defending the caging of children and calling dementia stuttering. I stayed until I was a big fan of access and cautiously skeptic when asked if our health care was something our government ought to be covering. Until I was completely complicit in whitewashing immigrant sterilization, refugee separations. I'd stayed until I swore that I still saw justice in all of this bigoted bludgeoning. Not just eugenics parading as something communal in service and properly functioning. Not just eugenics you passively swallow like Xanax when pitched by your favorite brands and your most trusted companies. Not us insisting that progress is Congress collectively stumbling. Not just the Democrats holding the Senate, the House, and the ball and intentionally fumbling. Not just our leadership throwing the fight when it's not their lives on the line, it's our kids on the mat and they're taking a pummeling. Because the hearts of the greedy weep not for the needy, they just pump funds for their own refunneling. And they burrow in their wealth like a corpse worm tunneling, stomach full of money, but they'll never see the sun again. It's really kind of funny when you think about it. Then again, it's really so abhorrent I'm on stun again. Mouth agape, my eyes glaze, and the drool is positively puddling. The taste of dirt is fresh and newly earthen on my tongue again. And I am running through a meadow from the truth of who I voted for. And God, the sun is shining, but the thunderstorms are rumbling. I built back better, didn't stay to see it tumbling. And that's Autopilot, the liberals' lament.
Oh boy. I've got a situation here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's the sitch?
Well, we lost the stream again and it came back. Hi, Shanda. Good to see you. Oh, shit. Shanda's here. Nice. She's over on Substack. My browser's frozen and I can't show lyrics because I can't close. And I'm slowly, I think,
weird.
losing, like, I've seen this happen before and all of a sudden programs just stop working. So I don't know what. Yeah, it's better now. And then, like, in 5 minutes, like, we were mid Liberals Lament, and then all of a sudden, now let me see. If I F5 in here, nothing happens. Like, if I show you my screen here, like, this screen, you can see, but I can't close it. I can't exit. I can't even click into it. I can't scroll. Like, I'm frozen.
Weird. Fucking feds.
And I can't even open another program. Like, Windows is messed up. So, like, we got what we got. I don't know what to do about this. Like, I can switch it within OBS to different screens. I can do that. So OBS is still working for now. And at some point, even that might freeze. It's almost like, you know, like it's being paralyzed from the waist down, and then it's slowly moving upwards. I don't know what the hell this is. This is weird as hell. Sorry, guys. I can try one other thing, which I don't know if this is going to break it or not, but we're going to try it. Task manager. Yep. We got a task manager. Okay. Maybe I can stop the Opera browser. Okay, that's not. Nope, task managers. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Wow, there's so many browsers open. Holy moly. And Opera's not even showing as open, which is even weirder. Okay, folks. I don't know what to do here.
Well, you want to try one more piece and
you
see
want to
if we
read
can
one
get
more?
through it
Yeah,
without...
I mean, you can certainly feel free to read them. I can't show it.
Well, let's see if we can get through Hyacinth without any kinds of freezing or fuckery.
Sure.
And then we'll kind of go from there. Maybe we try again. I don't know what your Sunday looks like, or maybe we'll try to look at something soon if we want to come back and do a take two,
or maybe even Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Yeah.
Okey-doke.
This is Hyacinth. What more you have to give? You don't call, you don't write. How is that not to imply that you think what I'm doing must be right? You think that I'm doing all right, and you don't mind giving up your rights. You don't mind seeing your leaders aligned with the violent right. Don't mind carrying water to pour on the altar where we plan to sacrifice all of your pensions in one of our nameless imperial rites that renders the rioters silent and pries every rhyme by its root in their heads, that quiets the storm by denying them platforms to buy up some time for the task force crafting a law to detain them and mace them if they try and ask for their water and bread. Now mind you, the bread looks like moss off a boulder from all of the mold, and the water is rusted and red, as bitter as all of the blood you hear pounding when you try to block out the sounds as you're lying in bed. Mind you, the bed is a spot on the floor, and there's really no more to be said. Now you don't call, you don't write. If you knew better, there'd be mountains of letters outside, stacked to the sky, blocking the sun out, blocking my drive. They'd slow the flow of my campaign funds down, my reputation in the ground by sundown. Good thing I got MSNBC on my PR rundown. They can put you at ease, maybe give you a nice little neo-lib rubdown. They can blare my redemption from Breitbart to Cumtown. They can flood all your free speech channels with a bunch of raw shit and shut the pumps down.
then usher out a couple dozen sock accounts to pop up in your mentions with their toxins stocked in talons out, here to help defend a man's dementia with the passion of a talent scout, selling you their bullshit while they're drooling half a gallon down the hat they'll pull a rabbit out. And verbally they'll strap you down, slap you with a finely crafted soundbite from the squad that you can try to feed your family with, and play back for the officers arriving to evict you in the hopes that they won't snatch you out. But big surprise, their clubs are out and masks are down, impolitely asking you to pack a little faster now, just to please the bastard with the fascist hats and badge that makes him think he's someone actually of matter, not an actor playing overseer at the sick behest of benefactors who will starve as many families as it takes to make their profits fatter. And when they tell those loyal cops their kids are on the chopping block to sate their daily greed and need to satisfy their hungry stocks, statistically, 2/5 of these are all too pleased, because it just means that they can beat their spouses without all those little weak attempts to make them stop. Now I was watching TV screaming, "Make them stop." Screaming at the cable feed of Double Talk. Screaming at the Daily Razor shaving down our labor laws. Screaming at the left like they can wave some wand and change it all. Screaming at the leaders we gave time and trust and money to who played us all. We the people, tattered rags and paper dolls. Screaming at our debt and at the overfed pigs who create it all. And trying to teach the ways of the world to my son like I don't hate it all. Stone soup? Cops came and ate it all. Waters for the homeless? Cops are going to break them all. Education budget? Cops are going to take it all. Send your kids to prison. Think about the time you'll save us all. 'Cause years later, you'll be lucky if you're paid at all. Years later, you'll be wired to a grid that turns your brain's electric current to a resource they can strip, and we will all be mining Bitcoin 80 hours at a clip. Too tired for the drive home. It ain't worth the trip, 'cause it hurts to be reminded that you never see your kid. And every time they fire up the hub and plug you in, their memory recedes a little further till it blurs into the dim, until you can't recall your kin. You open up your eyes and you see Tesla on your skin. You earn a dime a day, but owe them 20 for the mandatory membership to Tesla Gym, where we're all one big happy family who neutralized your family at the gates when they tried to sneak a message in. Who taunts you with escape in their advertising messaging, taunts you with the sounds of a child at play, a warm summer day, the things we can all sense slipping away because their frequency is lessening. You are working for a living in which you are only visiting, working under safety laws that profit ends up pivoting and shifting into figures in which losing you is just the cost of maximizing profit in the world that we do business in. The world in which we fight to see the bright side but always get the business end. Well, I've been here in wait since late '08 to witness this descent. So suck my soul away in little bits, a dime a day, but at a monthly cap of 50 cents. Because Tesla-funded studies show that overpaid employees don't know what to do with all the extra money because they're lazy and they're ignorant. But all that extra capital keeps innovation radical, so you can say that you were part of history in the making in the unacknowledged, patronizing, strictly honorary sense. Now we understand you may resent that Mr. Musk was heaven sent, take you on his back. Now, mind you, your retirement is waiting in the dirt that feeds the Hyacinth. Or maybe, if you're lucky, you can spend another year assisting researchers in biosynth. Now, mind you, that amounts to nothing more than torture, but they wipe your memory after every session, washing out all prior sense. Think of it as Mr. Musk absolving all your prior sins. Don't think of it as skinning you and fitting you with trial limbs. Think of it as Mr. Musk presenting you the opportunity to help America's elite achieve tighter skin, fuller lips, healthy eyes, smoother lids. Don't think of it as rape. Try to think of it as Mr. Musk assigning you a mate because America needs kids. Don't ask what Mr. Musk can do for you. Ask yourself if there is something more you have to give. Ask yourself what more you have to give. Ask yourself what more you have to give. Ask yourself what more you have to give. That is Hyacinth.
That was Hyacinth. As much of it as everyone got to see. We did get a drop in there. We had StreamYard go out a couple times. Just the camera, but I heard you the whole time. So I don't... Man, this is... I don't know what to do with this, because this is like... We've gone 3 for 3. 3 pieces, and we've dropped the stream 3 times. I mean, somebody is...
I'm sorry, fam. I don't want to beat my head against the wall.
I don't want to do this to everybody.
Yeah, we'll take
to you.
We'll take a look at a way to, try to make this work sooner.
Yeah, because I know,
next episode out. But no, I don't want to beat our heads against that wall. But I love you guys as always.
Dude, that's
we'll figure it out. We'll get it straightened out.
Again, we're dropping frames right now.
What we can do, tomorrow's Fox's birthday, so if you want to leave him a little message in chat, I'll show him tomorrow. But I love you guys as always. I appreciate you guys hanging out and bearing with us as we fight the uphill struggle against the internet in this day and age.
Man. I'm sorry,
all those bots and data farms sure eat up a lot of bandwidth for everybody.
Fuck those data centers. And again, it's 10 o'clock on a Thursday night. Like
I know.
But this
the regular
happens
crowd
at the
shuffles
same the same time on a Sunday night when I was doing this with Reef, and it was bombing out. Like, I gotta call my cable because there's something really wrong here, because this is every time I try to do this and I'm dropping, and it's not cool.
Damn.
So all right, man.
Give him hell, Indy.
I'm gonna give him hell. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Yep. And thank you everyone for bearing with us again. Tomorrow night we got Angel in the afternoon. That'll be at 7 Eastern. We also have the Independent Review. We co-stream that to Twitter, Twitch, Kick, and I'll probably pop on about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Steve opens up his StreamYard, and I'll jump in there and just hang out with those goofballs, talk shit for about an hour. And then Sunday night we'll be back for boats, so come hang out for that. And there'll be pro wrestling talk. I saw Angel already made a stream for Saturday night for pro wrestling talk. Tell you that world's heating up. There's a lot of things happening in the wrestling world. So if you're into that at all, and you know someone who is, that's a good show to watch. I know they had some troubles getting it live last week too, some connectivity issues. So we'll get you back. We'll get them back hopefully this week. But all right, everyone, have yourselves a great night. I wish we could do more pieces, but I don't want to keep dropping streams. And thanks for sticking with us, and we'll try to figure it out and be back soon. So have a good night. Talk to you soon, everyone.
Yep.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Who are these people?
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days, and I still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to say. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? Were you safe?
Who are these people?